Okay. I've cracked the code. I think. I know where the thing was that I was trying to get to last time. And I'm pretty sure it's over this way. Over in a similar direction to the way that we're meant to be going right now, story-wise. I remember you. Heck! Sip up your green circles. Yes! The big! The big! Was I right in seeing... Yep, just some perfectly ordinary flags. Not that way, but... Yes, now. That way is where we want to go for our fourth brother, but that way's the way we're going as of right now. Splishy wet, you see. Splishy wet prevention, as it turns out, because... Oh. Is that to anything or for anyone? We will find out, I'm sure. Yes. Yes, this looks a bit more like what I had been expecting. Yes, indeed. A human. Get humed! No, I didn't quite take it seriously enough and I got shot with a crossbow. It'll happen. That's the power of humanity. With their weepy metal faces. Oh, fuck. It's all gone horribly wrong. I mean, mood, honestly. But... yeah, I'm not going to need to worry too much about weapons, which I only say because I almost picked up that torch. Because it's only Humes. Humbens, and they just die like normal creatures of the world. As the caves flicker in and out of existence. Oh, is that an actual... because it's a PS1 game, I do need to investigate if it's an actual... Is that object there? Like that spiky thing, a flickering light? Is that what we're meant to be seeing? Because it could just be stuff not loading in properly, is the only reason I ask. Well, I'll open the door regardless. Oh! Oh no, that's a flamethrower. It looked like the eyes of a vampire. For just a moment. And I was made to feel nervous. Now what's the thing with all of this again? I have very little memory of this place, and it's somewhat labyrinthine. I think it's just a matter of, let me grasp. Let me grasp the importance of our task here. As I flip cubes... No, that's a wall. I want to go inside the I don't know why I keep thinking there's something inside the but... you know, you feel compelled to check in games such as these, do you not? There is a fun spear. You have a flamethrower, but you died before you found out. All his life he was stood there thinking, what the hell is this? What is it doing?
Its towering walls and deep moats engineered to keep Nosgoth's vampire plague at bay.
Well, there you go. We know why. But it's not stopped our flappo.
Though the city was well fortified against vampires, its human architects hadn't considered a breach by a creature such as myself.
Well, in fairness, I hadn't existed yet and was basically unprecedented. This is why you need to watch out for what the octopus is doing down in the hole. if you know about the octopus, that, you know, we're assuming they had any way of knowing. I mean, apparently the octopus had been on Reddit for months before he was found in the hole by Jeremy Corbyn. It's satire, do you get it? That's today, that is, just to date the episode. Inadvertently... Oh wait, you're just people. You're just normal... Well, that would be war crimes, then. I won't do war crimes unless I'm, like, running low on health, but right now I have absolutely no excuse. Your pipes are twisty. In odd ways that you wouldn't expect in the material world. I'm not even sure what that is. It's just a big weird arch of air conditioning units. Not leading to anywhere. We've just got to ventilate the door. Or around the door at the very least. Stop scuttling about. I'm only here for your puzzles. You're just a sort of scrumbo. Don't need to worry. Yeah, because there's more sort of triangle shapes there that look like they would be... like they're in actual, like, fittings. So I guess that does make sense now in retrospect, now that we've seen it in context. Stop. You have to be right in the middle. Or he won't know it's a door. Hello. I want to be your friend. Not you. Is there another unsavoury sort up here? I seem to remember there being two. I don't know why I thought you were an assassin. Particularly because they're not... There's no assassins in this game. I just saw a humanoid outline and thought threat. Which is where I'm at in life, really. And, you know, I apologise for anyone inconvenienced by that, but it is sort of well-founded. Wah! Where's everything? Well, there's a way there, but I think... I don't know. I don't know what ways are the ways you want, or in which order to do them. Really? They've also got a fun flag. It's a game of fun flags. Really, at the end of the day. You gotta know which group you belong to when you're in a post-apocalypse. Nope. Nearly killed you there. You really should really should not have taken... He looked like he was taking a punchy stance, as if he was going to punch me. You thought you could hide this behind a waterfall. I can see at least 12 things. Wet or not. It's one of those. Which I got basically by accident. I'm not going to be going... because this is the last of the glyphs I need, I believe. Yeah, it is. So the wedges I'm not going to be going out of my way for. I'm only getting the glyphs because they're like a bit more major. They've had a bit more done around them. Like, I'll collect collectibles if I can see the way to them, but other than that, it's always just sort of been like... I don't know. Particularly not while I'm doing videos. Sekiro being possibly the only exception, and even then I'm not trying to get absolutely everything. just the gourd seeds and the great spans. Okay, delicious heathens. That's what we like. So the way out is around here. Because we're not going out the way we open. I was on the side of the door that wasn't attached to the wall as well. So it's like, why bother making me do nonsense? I'm running away. It's needless. You see this blue thing on my arm? That means you're safe. If it's not there, then you can run. Context. It's important. There's nuances at play here that I feel like you're not appreciating. You just see a blue ghoul and you run for the hills. You've got a flamethrower though, and you're gonna make me kill people. There you go. The Wraith is currently self-sustaining. No need to interfere with that. Because they all have like slight fighting posture when they immediately see you, which I guess is supposed to be cowering posture, but it's PS1, so you can't really distinguish a difference. I mean, I guess there's a certain amount of fight responses that come out during flight in an attempt to sort of buy yourself some time. Like, get the fuck away from me while I run. Because you know when you panic, you get a Yorkshire accent. That's how Yorkshire came to be, actually. Just a bunch of people in the north just started panicking, and here we all are today. Okay. Is there going to be some eventual... No, just wasps. Interesting. Just some staircases to wasps. Unless... Anything? No, just a bigger wasp. I don't know that the wasps were worth all of the... I don't know. Decisions have been made in the laying out of this game that I don't strictly agree with. But they made a game that I very much like, so maybe I'm the idiot. Are you covered in charcoal? Excuse me, sir, are you covered in charcoal? Just a very... I think that might just be clothes. You are excused. Again, could you not wear clothes that look like silver armour? Like, wear like deep... Like, wear that. I couldn't possibly mistake... I mean, I have done once already. I thought you were an assassin. I don't know. Wear what you want. I'm not the fashion police. Not today, anyway. I was suspended. Josh, you do realise we're not actual police. You can't have a gun. Watch me. Nobody should care about trousers that badly. But here we all are. What's that accomplished? Okay. I feel like you're deliberately looking away from the thing that's happening. Have you been crafty so that you didn't have to animate it? I crouch. There's no wet there now. Yeah, they've craftily gotten out of having to animate a wet draining. Which I could swear they've already done at least once. Haven't they? Am I just being a muppet? You? Ah, I see, so you're one that tried to swim in like an idiot and got killed that way. They've been trying to get in. Lord knows they've tried. But it's impenetrable to vampires. Now, it's probably going to be the one that I think it is. Which is to say, you. 'Cause we've got to get up there and do you a big shuft. This much I am certain of. My question is there some sort of gimmick to stackagery? Stackagery? That I need to be aware of before I go putting too many things on too many strings. In fact, I think these are the only two crates down here, in which case that's significantly easier. You'll have to forgive me. The grate looked 3 high from this point. Indeed it is not. Well then. What? Can I get this a bit more central? A bit more central ventral. Just because it pleases me aesthetically. Shuft! First shuft of the session. I think you'll find... There you go. I'm telling you correct information. All you've got to do is listen. Listen and be aware that I'm good. Is that all for frick again? Or Gilfriv? Let's... Glirflee... Detective... That's just Glilfree backwards. Glilfree backwards? Glilfree black... What? You... What? Humans, why would you build that? They've built... Okay, so they've built a shrine to the demon god Glilfree backwards. His name comes out differently every time you say it, because if you were to hear his true name, you would go mad with fear. So, they do have to kind of cast a glamour over the thing. But he is also a very accomplished detective. So, unfortunately, that does mean that Glilfree backwards can't be the name of the episode, because it would look different every time you saw it written down, and it would lead to confusion, and, well, fountain wet, but... wet, but... but I thought this was to something else. So that's just a fountain, and we've got more health because of it, so I'm glad about that. But it's not what I'm here for, is the problem. Glilfree, what are your thoughts? Oh god, he's speaking in my mind. No, I don't want these thoughts. I don't want these thoughts. Fuck, guys, I don't think I can go back there. I don't... Okay, there's probably another way. There's probably another way around. This seems to have just been... squares. Well, what the fuck is my exit route then? Ah, that was easier than I perhaps made it out to be. Well, my question now becomes, where's my rusty chums? Oh no, no, you're not gonna ruin my evening. So you'll have a shrine of some sort around here somewhere. Not the one to the being whose name I shan't mention, but a wet shrine with wet powers for me. And I want to know where it is. And you want me to know where it is so that I leave. You might not want to stand so close to the surface where I need to press the attack button. Just to let you know. That would be unfortunate. Well now, so what's the, Have I just not gone up this way? No, there's nothing up there. Where am I meant to be? Is it under Splish? If I go under the Splish, if I were to do that for you, would you reward me with prizes? Why can I not see? Aha! Yes. Yes, you see, every time you go under a bridge, it brings you a benefit. If only a smidge. And oh, frog. Frog, 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 frog. Go away from everyone. Good grief. It's enough to make you drop your keys in a saucepan, really, isn't it? When you actually think about what's well now, here's my problem. Here's the problem I have with this. Okay, now I'm gonna try something. It might not work and I might make myself look foolish, but that is the risk we run. It's all the price of progress through the game. You'll never find out. If you're not prepared to possibly look a bit daft. Well, you would, wouldn't you? You would, just at that. Ah, the buttons. Shifting back. What? Startled me by materializing. What? Now, so here's my theory. Yep. 'Twas as I thought. Looked brittle. Oh, hello. Hello, Curtis. Now then. Where's the... Can there be an... I feel like I saw... Yeah, there's tubes here permitting entry. Because the one we came in through was in the bottom of the tank. I can't see at all. This is a path. I will follow it. Hopefully, it'll do right by me. Oh, fish! I told you there'd be one more. A single solitary fish in the trench. Never trying to encroach further. He's found his wet place, and he lives there now. Sometimes a fish just wants to keep his head down. Here we go. Well now, what's the thing with you? You've got to... You have things that I want eventually, but I sort of forget how to do them. How do I get... I've got to manipulate water somehow. You look like a... No, that's just a... It's more of a PS1 thing than anything else. Hello. Through here? Through here, is there perhaps a system of pipes? Oh, you got a flamethrower in the water temple. Cretin. Oh, now I've not got... There's a little moat. Yes. Yes. Now. There's a lot of what we call dangerous terry round here. The question being, what do we do about it? If anything. What? Okay, so this is dark as all feck. There's a little... So there's something we gotta... Oh, hello. Found that completely by accident. Okay, so this is how we came in, though. Have we got to... I remember there being... somewhere... Here we go. I think... It's always about this somehow, isn't it? No! Aha! Mm-hmm! Yes! Woohoo! Well, that brings to mind another question, actually. Yeah, you can see the little square more on the way down than anything else. Is there any... I've no idea what I'm looking at here. I've locked myself in hell. Okay. There's no possible... I was wondering if the square perhaps held secrets, but there's no possible way that could be the case. And if it is, then frankly, it's not worth what I just experienced. So what we've got to do... What we've got to do, and it's common knowledge, this... So don't go pretending you didn't... Was that just because I was on the edge of the... It felt like I was splishing as I jumped down into the completely clear air here. I had some water level confusions. I had some water level confusions for your dinner just then. Here we go. The wet increases. We've put the plug in, haven't we? It goes through there. Into the mouth of Grondry. Which is, of course, what we call the solution to a puzzle. I bet you didn't know that. Or at the very least, you like to pretend you didn't. So I shall play along, because it seems harmless enough. Whatever floats your boat. Which is usually water! Which is a remarkable coincidence, isn't it? Swoop. Aha! You've granted me fun symbols. The last symbol we need. And it's all drippy droppy, look. Bublo bublo. Splippy blop. It's actually the name of the guardian deity, Splippy Blop. They don't write it down anywhere because it's a bit daft. You know, they don't want to be seen as morons. You've got bat wings for hair. This is a human temple. You think there'd be less bat imagery in the place that's afraid of vampires? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, do I? There's just some ordinary angels behind you holding the waterfall up. Making sure that wet things are where they need to be. Which we could all perhaps benefit from wet things being where they need to be by divine providence of angels. So yes, wet powers! And it's just a recoloured version of the fire animation. And the spell itself is less useful, so thank you for that, Splippy Blop. And I shall see you all next time when we'll be doing actual story, finally. Yes. It's time to play the bloody game a bit more. Did you just... It looked like you were following me across the room, to be honest, a bit of you. Are we good? Okay, we're good. See you all next time.